Hey guys, welcome back to Techno Hack. This is Parikshit here, back again with the new video. In the continuation of the networking in Linux series, this is another tutorial, and in today's video we are going to look into the SSH. So SSH is nothing but the secure cell which we normally use to manage or to connect to another computer from one computer. So I already have the documentation ready for this, and let's see that. So SSH is the protocol that allow you to securely or remotely log in from one computer to another computer, and also it provides a secure encrypted connection between two hosts, okay, over an insecure network. So SSH is a remote administration protocol that allow a user to control and modify the remote server over the internet, and also used for a file transfer. So if I want to tell you here, you can connect to another computer from your one computer by using a terminal, okay, by using a shell, by connecting to that particular computer using a protocol SSH that uses a port number 22, okay. So if the port number 22 is open, it means that the SSH service is running on that particular host, and then you can try to connect to that particular port by using the SSH command, okay. And to do that, you have to make sure that the SSH client is running on your Windows or your Linux machine from where you are connecting to, and the Open SSH server should be installed on the machine where we are connecting to. So I will show you the installation of the SSH into the server machine and how we will connect it from the Windows machine to that particular server. Okay, so let's go for the installation now. So how you can install SSH is just by typing apt-get install open SSH server. So let me open the terminal and I will show you here. Alright, so you can see that. Okay, so here if you just want to type like apt-get install, and here you will just type open SSH server. Okay, so open SSH server and just press enter, and you can see the package will start installing, but I already have the package already installed here, so I don't need to install it once again. But in your case you will just have to install it like this way, and that's all. Then once you install the server, you will just have to start or enable the service, SSH service, okay. So you can simply do it by using a service SSH start, okay. You can see starting OpenBCD secure cell server SSHD. So SSHD service is now started. You can also check the status of SSH by using the status command. You can see the SSHD is running. Alright, so this is the way that you can just install the Open SSH server and just start the SSH service running on your server. Okay, so installation at the server machine is done. Now you have to install the Open SSH client into the client machine from where you will be connecting to this server. So in my case, the server is a Kali Linux machine here. So you can see I am using a root user here, okay, and I will be installing the Open SSH client into my Windows machine in case if I want to connect from my Windows machine to the Kali Linux machine. So let's do that. I will show you how you will do it. So now to install the Open SSH client into your Windows machine, you will just have to go to the settings. I am going here now, and I will just search for the apps and feature, okay, apps and feature. You can see apps and feature over there. Here you will just have to go to the apps and feature and then open the optional features. Okay, into the optional feature, if you scroll down, you will see Open SSH client is already there and it is already installed. So by default, if you have a Windows 10 updated version, you will have the Open SSH client already installed. You don't need to install it. Okay, so you can see if it is not installed, you will have an option to install here. Okay, so you will just click on install here and that will be installed. And next is like if you just open the CMD or the command prompt, and then you can see here like SSH. So I am into the Windows machine now, and you can see when I type the SSH, I got a couple of options here, the parameter that I can use along with the SSH to connect to the Kali Linux or any machine that has SSH running. Okay, now I want to connect to the Kali Linux machine, so let's connect that. Okay, so in this case I need to know what is the IP address of the Kali Linux machine where I'm connecting to, and the username that I'm connecting to. And before connecting, you have to do some configuration changes into the config file of SSH, okay, so that you should be able to connect to that particular user from your Windows machine. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. You will just have to locate for the sshd_config file. In case if you don't find it, you can just manually go to the etc. You can just manually go to the etc folder ssh and then click enter, and then you can see there is the sshd_config file is there. So here you can see sshd_config file is there. Now you will have to just modify that according to our need. So what and all the requirement we need, so like let's say nano sshd_config. So you can see here we have opened that particular file by using a nano editor. So this is the config file. So here you can see the configuration of the SSH into your Kali Linux machine. So that is uses the port number 22. Okay, and there are a couple of other options under the authentication that you have to come over here. So what I have done is I have actually permitted the root login as well. Usually this is not recommended. Okay, I will not recommend anyone to enable this direct root login via SSH. Okay, by default that will not be enabled, but I have done that. So in case if you want the root login to be enabled, you can just edit this file as a yes over here. By default it will be no, but you can do that as per your need. Okay, now suppose there are a couple of users already created into your machine and you want to use this user via SSH, okay, or you want to log in to SSH via this users. So you have to just type this line like allow users Parikshit or root. So I have created a user called Parikshit and I have just provided over here. I have also given the access to root user for a direct SSH login, okay, via the password. So that's all. This is the only line that you can type anywhere into this particular config file, allow users, and whatever the user you want to give the SSH access to. Okay, that's all. You can also modify the couple of things as per your need, but here my requirement is to just connect to the Parikshit and root user which I have created over there. Okay, so in case if you do any modification over here, you will just press Ctrl X and it will ask you to save the file. So you will type Y for that. So I will just press Ctrl X now. So it didn't ask me to save because I haven't done any modification over there. So now that's all. Once you do these modifications over here, you will just have to restart the SSHD service. So you will just type service SSH restart. Okay, once you restart the service, so it will say restarting, and then once restarted you can check the status always. So it will show that SSHD is now running. So now the service is restarted and running. I will now go ahead and type SSH, and first I should know what is the IP address of this machine. So let's type ifconfig and okay, so my IP address would be 172.17.207.137. okay, let's connect it from the command prompt. So SSH, now I will say user as a Parikshit at IP is 172.17.207.137. okay, enter. It will ask for the password. So once you enter the password, it will actually let you log in via SSH to the Parikshit user from into the Kali Linux. Okay, I will just clear this, and now you can see you can actually perform pretty much everything here. You can perform any of the Linux command. You can check the files, what are the files that are there into this Parikshit folder. Okay, so you can see you can navigate to the desktop or downloads and you can check the files. Okay, so you can check it like this way. Okay, so you can see on the desktop there is one file, there is a test.txt, and suppose if I want to go to the download folder, I will always say like a cd space ... and then you can always navigate to the downloads folder over there, and you can check it out over this way like ls, and you can see if any files are there. So you can always navigate anywhere over here. Okay, so this is way that I have already connected to the Parikshit user, and then you can use this Linux machine from your Windows machine as well. Okay, so this is about it, and I will just exit it now. I will now try to connect to the root user as well, because as I have already permitted the root user login via SSH. So let's try to connect to the SSH root user now. So let's say root and @117.117.207.137, and now let's give the root password which you have set for that machine. You can see I am already logged into the root machine now. Okay, you can see pwd where I am, and here I am at the root machine, or you can say like who am I, and it will show you the root. So that's all, you are now root and you can do everything anything you want, you have like a complete control of the system. So pretty much everything that you can do here, deleting the file or anything that you want to perform, so all the Linux command that you can perform it over here. And yeah, so guys, SSH is also actually they used for the copying or transferring a file from your Windows machine to your Linux machine as well, or from Linux machine to the Windows machine as well. So for that they use scp command. Okay, so normally if you like exit it and if you type scp, so it will actually show you the help, the usage, how you can do that. But I don't want to show you how we will do it, because this is just a short tutorial that we are making it here, because SSH is very big topic and I want to cover it in separate playlist that I'm gonna make in future videos. So there will be a series for SSH where we are going to cover multiple topics, and we are going to look into a very detailed topics of SSH, where we are going to log in via the public key, and we are going to look into the public key authentication and other SSH brute forcing and all these topics as well. So as this is just our networking in Linux series, so this is just a basic tutorial for SSH, that how we will install SSH and how we will log in it from your Windows machine or from any other Linux machine. So that's all for this tutorial guys. I hope you like this video and it was helpful for you. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please do subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you will not miss the next videos that are going to come. So I will meet you in the next tutorial with another topic for our networking in Linux series. Alright, so thanks for watching, have a great day and bye bye.